Big deal, something or nothing. Wide receiver news today. Davante's headed to the Jets. Amari Cooper going to Buffalo. No one right now slated to go to Kansas City. Missing out on these receivers, something or nothing, Nick?
Okay, well, I think that phrasing of that question is misleading.
Yeah.
Missing out implies it was something they wanted. Now, I think the fans wanted these guys. I have no reason to believe the Chiefs wanted Amari Cooper, and here's why. They can trump that offer because they have the Titans' third-round pick. So the Chiefs' third-round pick is probably not a good one. The Titans' third-round pick, coach, is probably a great one.
Yeah.
And so if they wanted – now, Davante, I think the Raiders might have been like not trading with our divisional rival. And so, fine. If they wanted Amari Cooper and Amari Cooper was available, I think they would have gotten him. So in order to make room for Amari Cooper, the Bills just released MVS, which means two things are happening. One is the Chiefs are discussing, should we just bring the whole band back together? Yes. Everybody. What? And Aaron Rodgers is like, how badly do we really need Garrett Wilson? Because Lazard, MVS, and Davante Adams, I can do some work on that. But so the one guy out there that I think if he's healthy, the Chiefs would pay a real premium for, if he's healthy, is Cooper Kupp. If the Rams are out of it and he's healthy.
Yeah.
But the health is a real concern with him, has been the last few years, has been kind of throughout his career. The name that is being bandied about right now is Mike Williams, because Mike Williams is available, and Mike Williams is going to be available for 10 cents on the dollar because Aaron Rodgers threw him under the bus, and now they don't have room for him on the roster. And so I think the Chiefs will add someone. I thought Amari Cooper was a possibility, but the fact that they didn't get him and he was available tells me the Chiefs didn't value him the way, to me, some of the fans out there did.
Yeah, they should definitely be looking for some help, and they're going to have some opportunity. I think Mike Williams could be a good fit, and I don't know about Marquez Valdez-Scantling. But when people go back to Kansas City, or when they play with a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, their level is lifted up, and I would imagine Mike Williams with Patrick will be probably a better fit than he was with Aaron Rodgers, and with that organization, could probably see significantly more production. That could be a good cheap answer.
Yeah, I thought they might get Cooper, Amari. I think he'd have been a great fit, but like you said, Nick, they may not have gone that hard at him. Williams is, to me, when I think of the guys out there, I mean, obviously Tyreek's kind of a dream if that were to happen, but Williams, red zone, the Chiefs have had problems. They're one of the lowest in the league in red zone efficiency, and Williams would be great if he can stay healthy. Now, he's a guy that's had injury problems too, but Williams would be a good fit. It'd be interesting to see if the Jets would want that to
Well, that's the other thing is, are the Jets going to be delusional enough to think we're competing for a championship, therefore we don't want to bolster the Chiefs?
They think they are.
No, well, yes.
They think they are.
Yes. I mean, they definitely think they're competing for a Super Bowl.
No, but
but now maybe Aaron Rodgers tells them, hey, man, Mike Williams will kill him. You can't get on the same page with me. I mean, so I don't know. But the names out there are going to be Deontay Johnson with Carolina, because they're terrible. Yeah. Christian Kirk with the Jags, sadly, they're terrible. And DeAndre Hopkins with the Titans. And Hopkins is a tough one because his numbers are career lows. But you feel the same thing as Amari Cooper. How much of that is you're older, you're not as good as you once were, and how much of it is guys are throwing your ground balls? Yeah. So I don't know the answer.
Either of those other two, though, Johnson or Kirk would be good there, too.
Okay. 1-0. That was an easy victory for you. Next up, Bake Show. Leads the NFL in passing touchdowns by a healthy margin. Both Mike Evans lead the league with 5 apiece. So Baker's touchdowns, Brew. You are a reformed Bake Show fan now. Something or nothing.
Yeah, Baker's my guy now.
Kyle Trask would have.
Baker's my guy now.
Oh, he's not your guy. You do not get him.
No, we've made up.
Yes.
Let's put it that way. Baker's having a great year, and it is impressive. We'll see if he can. He's not on a pumpkin watch. He is definitely not going back to a pumpkin. But I'm not sure he's going to keep up this level of production. I actually think he'll come back to the pack
pumpkin mode, though.
a little bit. No, because I think he'll be good.
Regression
right now, he is like.
Would he be on Brew's ballot?
Yeah. Top 5 MVP. I mean, I haven't thought it all the way out this week, but yeah, I think he's leading the league in touchdowns.
Yeah, and
right?
the team's 4-2.
And they're 4-2. They're playing well. He's also completing 70% of his passes. He's second in passer rating. The dude is balling, so congrats to Baker. I don't think he'll stay at this pace, but right now he's in the MVP conversation legitimately.
Yeah, I don't know why people in Cleveland are mad about this. He's only got 10 more touchdowns than Deshaun Watson and costs $185 million less in guaranteed money, but they seem to be frustrated with that. I like the fact that Tampa Bay's got a legitimate running game. I think that's been a big part of this. Yeah. It's something that
Lucky Irving's been good.
Yeah, it's something that they didn't really have with Tom, and not so much even last year. And the fact that Baker does have his highest completion percentage, his highest quarterback rating, all those things to me, I think are real positives for Baker, and the trend seems to be moving in the right direction.
Before I give the answer, I would just like to note to our esteemed leader of the show and judge, neither one of them actually said something or nothing. They just started answering questions. So I was letting you know. Now, when I give my answer, Kevin Wildes, it is absolutely something.
That's good, right?
And here's why: because Baker last year ended the year with these amazing numbers, and we were like, it's an aberration. Then cooked up bruised Philadelphia Eagles, everyone's like, supernatural funk doesn't count. Then in round 2, they lost, but he played well. Started off this year, immediately was awesome again. That if you remember the Thursday night game against Atlanta, if they don't just give that game back to Atlanta, they're sitting there at 5-1.
Yeah.
And bonus take.
Oh, bonus.
The Washington, San Francisco, Tampa, Atlanta, those the teams most likely to win the non-NFC North division have to look at it and be like, wait, is the NFC North so good that they're going to beat each other up so much that one of us is going to get the bye? Like that no one from the North is going to be able to get to 12 wins because they're all going to go 3-3 or whatever against each other. And can the bye be stolen by a team that we don't think is as good but doesn't have to play 6 brutal divisional games? So they're playing for a lot, so it's absolutely something.
He went off topic for
Yeah,
points.
Brew gets that one.
But he didn't even answer.
Coach.
Wait, how many points do you have?
It's 1-1-0.
Next up, Josh Allen's interceptions. There aren't any. Still has 0 interceptions 6 weeks in. It's the longest active streak by a healthy margin here. So Josh's interception-free game. Coach, we can start with you. Something or nothing here?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to say that I forgot this was a competition.
You didn't 2 weeks ago.
I know, so I'm a little frustrated with myself. I feel like I've let the team down with the way that I'm presenting my information. I should have come in a little bit hotter with
It's
you.
okay.
This is absolutely something.
There we go.
It is absolutely something because it's the longest stretch of his career. 18 picks last season, which was second in the league next to your boy from Washington, Sam Howell, had 21 picks. And he has willed this team to a 4-2 record when I thought that they weren't. I'm still not convinced that they're going to win the division, but I had counted them out based off the amount of production and also the amount of changeover from a complete roster that they had. And the
amount of dead cap they're carrying, which makes it hard to build up the
This
team
was a transition year, and they were going to make that transition, especially in the receiving core. Yeah. And not only has he elevated those guys, but he's also done the one thing that he had to do, which was eliminate his self-inflicted errors, and that should be good enough for a point.
It's something.
Wow, that's
no, you're over the top.
But it's something that I think will change. Ooh. Because they haven't thrown. Look, Josh is doing great. Josh is playing great with all the, he's got 10 touchdowns, so it's not like he's not throwing at all. But as I said earlier, they're second to last in pass attempts. So they've taken the ball out of his hands to some degree. That's going to change. They're going to start throwing it more. He's going to get a few picks, but I'm fine with that as long as he doesn't get reckless like he used to be. And I think Amari will open things up for Keon Coleman, some of the other receivers. Shakir, who I like as for what he is. Yes. I don't like him as a number 1 guy, but now he'll be able to shine more, and it can open up the run game. So it's going to change, but I don't think he'll go back to being reckless Josh, who leads the league in interceptions.
Solid.
Something bad.
Something bad? That's one of yours?
So listen, Josh, the Josh Allen turnovers that kill you are in the games like week 1 against the Jets last year.
Yeah.
Where we're playing an overmatched opponent. If we just don't shoot ourselves in the foot, we're going to win. So this conservative, dialed back Josh Allen is the one he needs to be when they're playing the mediocre bad teams. Listen to the devil on your shoulder. Maybe I'll have 300 yards, maybe I'll have 3 interceptions. This Bills team isn't talented enough to beat a Baltimore, a Houston, without him playing that style. So when they play Kansas City in a few weeks, that needs to either be a 300-yard, 4-touchdown, or a 3-interception game. Because this version.